It's Tuesday night, around 10 o'clock, 10:30. It's just me and part of my bike. I had a flat tire. I can't afford to replace the inner tube. It's also after 6, so nothing's open. I can't even take a shit. They stole my dog again today, my service dog. So a couple weeks ago, this guy was sleeping in the McDonald's. He's just, because he didn't have any place else to go, he was falling asleep in the McDonald's, and the security guard was being all G.I. fucking Joe. And he wakes the guy up and he says, "No, man, I'm sleeping, fuck off." And so the security guard calls the cops, and the cops roll in, and he's like, "Bro, I was just sleeping, like, can you fuck right off?" And the cops start tasing him. He's like, "I'm not doing anything wrong." And they're leaning on him. They're lying. There's 2 cops on this guy. He's on his stomach, and they're like, put your hands behind your back, while they're grabbing at him. He's like, I functionally cannot give you my arm while you're lying on top of me on top of my arm. So they keep tasing him and tasing him and tasing him. And we're just sitting around like laughing at these cops, who the fuck are you guys? Like tasing people for sleeping. Like, what the fuck kind of society are we living in? And the cops, like, stressed out from having to fucking assault someone as part of her job. So she's like losing her shit. She's all like, you could see her frazzled. She looks like that fucking Cats, like, those commercial, those old cartoons where like every frame is like a little bit different, and you're like, man, you're like not put together. And so she comes over and she pets my dog. I could tell the cop to fuck right off and mind her own fuck. Go get your own fucking service dog. I said, you know what? Like, he's a good dog. He likes to hang out with people. I'll deal with the matting in his hair later. Every time you pet my dog, you're putting mats in his hair. I'll deal with that. This service dog, he's not like that. He's a fucking forest mutt that was like, may not have survived had I not been around. He's my dog. He's my daughter's dog. He's here with me. We're doing a thing. And he's helping everyone. He's helping the people that are out on Pandora Street. He's helping family members, community members. He's fucking love. He's helping the cops even. These cops they don't even have any fucking proper supports for the terrible jobs they're doing. They're relying on my dog for support as well. And the fucking bylaw comes up to me today, and he goes, "Where's your leash?" And I said, "Buddy, like, he's a service dog. He can't do his job on a leash." And he goes, "Well, it's not that hard to just put a leash on your dog." I was like, "Well, then you 2 fucking numbnuts tie each other to a leash, and you walk around on leashes and see how much you can get done in a day." I'm already outside. I built a house with my own fucking 2 hands, and then the RCMP, when I said, "Hey, I think my daughter's been stolen. In fact, I can prove it. Here's the email that proves that my daughter was stolen." And the RCMP, like, in front of emergency services, arrested me for asking for where my daughter is in public. Like, she's my daughter. I'm like, "Hey, where the fuck's my daughter?" And they arrested me for asking where my daughter was in public. Oh, I disrupted a civil service. That was a remembrance day. We were remembering the warriors who fought and died for our freedoms. And if a girl can't sleep in her bassinet without getting stolen by the government, then we don't actually live in a free society. So the cops stole my daughter, then they stole my car, then they stole my truck and my house, and then I was left and then they stole my shop, and it was just me and the dog. So we come down to Victoria. Now it's my fault I haven't laid charges yet, because I've been, trying to figure things out, like get the lay of the land. It's actually, believe it or not, kind of difficult to get shit done while you're actually getting stolen from by the government. So I'm doing the best I can. I got this dog. He's proving himself to be an impeccable member of society, better than most people's kids, definitely better behaved than I am. People fucking love him. He's honestly, if we're going to be doing a mayoral election pretty soon, we're getting Fenner in for mayor, because he's obviously the most loved and capable being in this fucking piece of shit hellhole of a city. The humans are lovely. The city itself is fucking evil. There's got 9 levels of fucking government here. We got security guards who are coming in from overseas. These are foreign nationals. They're coming in on work visas, and they're coming around. Actually, it's my schedule. It's my duty. My job is to wait till 3 a.m. to go around to dry little vestibule areas and knock on the glass over people who are sleeping and say, get the fuck up, you gotta go at 3 a.m. That's torture. When you prevent someone from having a good night's rest, that's literally a war crime. We've got foreign nationals who aren't Canadian, never went to Canadian school. They're here on work visas. They wear thesis badges and paladin badges, security guards. They're coming around, waking people up at 3 in the morning as their job. That's foreign invading force, paid for by the Canadian government. My dog's been stolen. Again. You know what? I had a job today. I went to work. The job was rig dig. The point of this job is I have a backpack full of needles, hooters, pipes, and other paraphernalia. It was paid for by tax dollars. Your taxes produce bubble pipes. They give me a backpack of it. They say go around and look for rigs in the ground. If you see like a flail pile and it's got any rigs, it's got any pipes, scoop up the pipes. Scoop up the sanitation wipes, the ISO wipes. Scoop up the wrappers from the bubble pipes. Scoop up the bubble pipes. Scoop up the rubber bands that people are tying off their wrists with. And if there's any other trash like used underwear, used socks, cigarette butts, candy wrappers, just leave that. So we've got a huge mess still here. It just, you can't see the cause anymore. So like I'm handing out like, oh, the Iranians are like shooting their own citizens for protesting. It's like in Canada, they don't shoot their citizens. They give them the guns to shoot themselves. I was speaking with this woman the other night. Her name was, fuck, she's in my phone. I want to say it's Amy. For some reason, the name Jill's coming to my mind, but it's not. That's another woman. I was chatting with this woman the other night. She goes, I haven't gotten high in 6 years. I have to score multiple times a day just to keep the dope sickness away. These people aren't on drugs because they love the high and fuck the rest of the world. They're dope sick. They're slaves to the drug. They do whatever they have to. It's called pants. It's got fentanyl is a down. It's called pants. And it's weird. Why do they call it pants? The people are walking around with their pants around their ankles. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure people are sodomizing each other to get their drugs. They'll do whatever they can to prevent the pain. It's, the Oxycontins. They made Oxycontins. They knew that they were habit forming and they cause physical symptoms. If you don't take your Oxycontins, you start to suffer worse than the original, whatever pain it was that you were in that caused you to want to take these Oxycontins in the first place. That's fentanyl. It's produced by the fucking government. It's put into the system by the fucking government. The government is handing out free pipes. And then we say, look at these piece of shit indigents that are shitting on the sidewalks. Oh my God, there's fucking shit on the sidewalk. There's human shit on the sidewalk. That's disgusting. You're not thinking about the human cost of the human being and their dignity that's been stolen from them, that they have to shit on the sidewalk because there's no fucking place in this giant city to actually take a shit. It's like you're illegal for being a human being if you're not paying your subscription to shelter, which is now at like $2,000 a month. Where the fuck do you get $2,000 from? So now there's robberies, there's thefts, there's fucking... I'm hearing about decapitated, like dismembered bodies at this point. No, and so now you get a tent. You finally get a tent, you put some things in it. Like I had everything stolen from me. I'm like slowly building back a little bit of a capacity. I'm smart, like off the hop from birth, I was fucking intelligent. I'm strong. I have a tenacity, right? And I'm sober. I have a lot of things going for me that a lot of these people do not. And I'm still getting fucked with. I have a lot of support and I'm still getting fucked with. And I'm just here hanging out with my service dog who's sitting in a fucking a hole in the ground that's like a little bit of like a ditch because they can't fucking make a flat field. So there's a dip in the field and the dog's hanging out in the field. I'm on the phone. Bylaw comes around, says, hey, is that your dog? I'm like, I'm on the phone, fuck off. And he's like, oh yeah, you need to put your dog on a leash. Why don't you just put your dog on a leash? And I was like, he's not going to be able to do his job as a service dog, and I'm not going to be able to be a decent human being if I'm also dealing with the leash. Like if you played the potato sack race where you like tie yourself to somebody else and then like try to function, it's not how it works, right? So you've got these humans who like need their dogs, but then they like put them in their houses all day long while they go to work, and the dog's just sitting there like chewing on the furniture because he's fucking bored because he needs his human. And then you finally get your dog and you put him on a leash by the fucking throat. Fucking put yourself on a fucking leash. Put a fucking collar on your neck for one fucking day and tell me how it feels. And then they're walking these dogs at human pace. Dogs have twice as many legs as you. They go much faster. So I'm biking down the road at my top speed. I can't go any faster on my bike. And Fenner is ripping past me on the fields. Just ripping past. All of your dogs are unhealthy because they're not getting enough exercise because they're on these stupid fucking leashes. And it's systemic. It's not about safety. And they go, oh, you know what? People are scared of dogs. Can you just be respectful of other people's fears and keep your dog on a leash so that other people's fears can be managed? And it's like, there's people scared of men. Should we just leash up all our men too? Is that reasonable? And it's like, well, you know what? The policy is, black people at the back of the bus. It's just what the reason, it's just what it is. It's just the policy. Just follow the policy. Why don't you just go in the back of the bus? It's just what everybody does. Just go in the back of the bus and don't worry about it. Don't ask any questions. Don't. It's like, no, you can't demand that my fucking animal who's proven himself to be epic have to be on a leash because that's the rules. So now my dog is stolen. The government is giving you the fucking drugs and the fucking needles to harm yourself. The drugs are not habit forming. They're enslaving. Taxes are paying for genocides overseas. Canada has been stealing children since the fucking beginning. The RCMP was designed to railroad across. They put a railroad, Confederation. They're like, okay, well, let's make it a country. Let's go from Halifax to Vancouver. Great, we'll put in a railroad. Oh, that sounds great. There's a lot of fucking people between here and there. They're not going to be really all that happy about a rail line. Okay, let's form the RCMP, and we'll fucking murder everything from here to there so we can put in our rail line, including millions of buffalo. They put in the rail line, and then they sell the fucking rail line to an American company. The Canadian CP Rail is owned by KCPC, Kansas City Pacific Rail. We don't even own our own rail line anymore. We're not the 51st state. We're a fucking, what do you call that? A peasantry. We're a dominion ship. We're a resource extraction territory. That's why it's called human resources. Because you're a fucking resource being extracted from. And you're like, well, you know what? Okay, well, I'm just going to work my 9 to 5 and then maybe I'll protest on Saturday. Nobody. You're not supposed to be protesting on Saturday. You're not supposed to be working for your own enslavement. They've been doing it to you for your entire life. You don't know any different. You went to school all your life and they gave you assignments. They told you what you had to do. The bell rang, you're allowed to go for the bathroom. They gave you a grade. If you were perfect, if you did exactly as you were told, you end up with like a 97% on the test. You're still not perfect. You can't win. You can't be good enough just for being yourself. You are yourself. You are already good enough, but not according to the Canadian government. Canadian government is a genocidal criminal organization. They steal kids. Listen, we got a Highway of Tears. That's a real thing, right? We got Pickman Farm. We got fucking I Don't Know More. We got Every Child Matters. Every Child Matters, right? Okay, yeah, it's great. Black Lives Matters. Every Child Matters. Great. Why would we have Every Child Matters? Because people are stealing people's kids, generally Native kids. There should be some arrests. Hey, we've been looking into who's been stealing these kids and we found some of the perpetrators. Never happened. We never found a single perpetrator for all these missing and murdered Indigenous women and children. Either the cops are too shitty at their job to be responsible to find these criminals. Hey, we paid you a bunch of money this year to find the fucking criminals who stole our kids. What'd you find? Nothing. Either they're too shitty at their job to have that job, or they're the ones fucking doing it. And I'm pretty sure I know the fucking answer. Listen, they stole my kid. I proved it with 2 emails. The one email says, we acknowledge and accept and recognize that you have parenting time on Saturday. On Saturday, you know what? You thought about it and go fuck yourself. You're not going to see your kid. I went back to the court. I said, hey, they asked if they could withhold parenting time. You said no. They did it anyway. What are we going to do about that? I guess they're just going to do what they want. I went to the cops. I said, that is bona fide, absolutely fucking clear-cut child abduction. What are they going to do about it? Hey, how come your license plate's not on your truck? Buddy, I've had that truck for 3 years. You know where I live. You've seen this truck before. Having a license plate on the back of it has nothing to do with public safety. Child abduction has something to do with public safety. Iran is not fucking attacking innocent people. They are absolutely annihilating the entire British colonial Canadian American system of economics. Israel has been involved in an insanely disgusting genocide for generations, and Canada is in it. We have been doing it to ourselves this whole time. I come from a long, proud line of warriors. We are standing in the trenches. My forefathers were on the Antonine Wall, on the Hadrian's, on the Antonine Wall, and we kept the fucking Romans at bay. The Romans turned into the Western Romans, then they turned into the Nazis, and then they turned into the American Empire. I'm digressing. We know for a fact that taxes pay for genocides. We know for a fact that the government doesn't fucking respect you for anything other than your resources. It's enslavement, and it's not okay. I'm not talking about filing an exemption on your taxes. And in fact, I'm really not saying you shouldn't work, because I tried that. I went retirement. I was like, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to have everything I need. Guess what? Newsflash, I already have everything I need, except for my daughter was stolen. She's coming back to me right fucking now. And my dog was stolen. Other than that, all my needs are met. And it's not because I'm milking the system for some fucking piece of shit $1,500 a month. Buddy, I make $18,000 last year. Like, on the books, off the books, doesn't matter. It's a fucking piddly amount of money that I'm earning, like, I've had come into my life. Meanwhile, community services, that building, that company that you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not allowed to mention by name, they made $3 million last year, and over $500,000 of that was directly because of their involvement in Isolde's abduction. There were 2 individuals specifically and about 7 individual staff who directly, personally made money off of not trying to find what the problem was. Hey, let's try to figure out how to make this family work together, because we're a community and we like to service the community where the community works well. No, they said, Drew, you are the problem because you're the father. Serena, you are the victim because you're the mother. You're helpless. You have no accountability. You have no culpability. Everything you do is right, and everything that happens to you is entirely because you're a victim. That type of mentality that you'd put into a woman is heinous. How could you possibly take someone's accountability away from them like that? How could you that's their magic. When you get to make a choice about what I do and how that responds in the world, and you say, don't worry about what you do, that won't have any effect on the world. You've stolen my wife's magic. You've stolen my wife's capacity to create beauty and wonder in the world. And for that, I won't forgive you. And then you stole my daughter. Then you took my daughter and put her with fucking strangers. She cries herself to sleep. She misses me. I'm hearing reports that she's punching herself in the head. She needs her fucking father. You guys are fucking criminals. And every single... You're gonna attack me. Oh, look at this guy. He's upset. Yeah, well, like, how am I supposed to be acting? You stole my daughter. You stole my fucking daughter. And these fucking cowards are too fucking brainwashed to know any different. You can't steal people's kids and get away with it. You've been doing it for a little while, and that's the end of it. Iran's letting you know. Israel's already flattened. Tel Aviv is completely gone. We're done with it. We're done with it. At this point, if you want your lights to stay on into 2027, you're going to have to evict the U.S. Embassy. That's where we're at. I'm done with... I'm not asking for new representatives. I'm not voting... We're not going to vote your way out of this. There needs to be a new system of society with better accountability, better teamwork, where we care about each other, where we implicitly not just, believe her, but like, there's accountability. The other day, I lent this woman my lighter. It's a very nice lighter. Let me show you. Oh, you didn't even know that a lighter like this existed. Check this fucking lighter out. Look at this thing. It's fucking... Oh, that's hot. This is the coolest fucking lighter I've ever... It's like fucking... It's like fucking Maze Runner. It's like, what's that, the fucking what's his name? Harrison Ford, Blade Runner. It's a Blade Runner. It's so sick. $50. I lent it to the lady. She takes it and starts walking off with it. She's gone. She's going with my fucking lighter. I say, excuse me, that's my lighter. She goes, help, rapist, it's my ex-boyfriend. He's trying to take my lighter. This guy comes out. He's like, don't you ever put your hands on a woman. I'm like, did you see me touch this? Did you see me touch her? No, but I don't care. And I was like, okay, well, she's robbing me. He's like, but I don't care. I'm like, okay, so you're enabling a woman robbing me right now. Yeah, because, and I was like, okay, call the cops. So we got it all down. I got my lighter back. Did she go to jail? Did she get charged? No. No, because she can do whatever the fuck she wants because she has no accountability and she's strung out on drugs. I'd rather this girl, and I was like, okay, well, maybe we should put her in jail, but no, she's going to get fucking knocked out in jail. So how do we solve this? How do we solve this? Give me some solutions. What are some solutions? How do we solve this? Fenner's getting stolen because he's being epic and the government doesn't want epicness. Sold was deliberately stolen, like maybe even before she was born. Epstein Island shit, come up to Canada and find Drew and fucking, that's where I'm at with this situation. I see a goodness in Serena. I love many aspects of her personality and character. I cherish a lot of the moments that we've had together. She had a really fucking hard life. A lot of terrible things happened to her, if you can believe her stories. And she's being mistreated as it is. You know, you look at this woman, you say, man, look how badly she's being treated. That's not true. I haven't talked to her in 5 years. I'm not the reason why she's upset. If she's having a bad day, that's not a true problem. I'm not, right? I can't be the reason why my ex-wife is upset. My spouse, the person who I married, the person I promised to love to the best of my ability for the rest of my life. But that's a commitment I made to God. So you can't take that away from me. You can't be like, she divorced you, you don't have to love her anymore. No, I don't have to. I get to. I promise to. That's where I'm at with this. So I won't be filing abduction charges against my wife because I don't think that she abducted my child. But she was forced to do that under coercion. And there are absolutely names in Kaslo that will be seeing a short rope. It's just what it is. I'm sorry. You knew better. You did worse. You're going to be held accountable. At this point, we know that the court system is not legal. The court system is not legal. They make up rules and then they don't follow them. So we're not going to be going to court with this. We're not going to be asking the cops to arrest people anymore. That's just not how it's going to get done. If you have some solutions, feel free to put them in the comments. Send them a direct message. If you want to send me a text message and then we can talk on a private channel, we can do that too. I'm not getting blown up by Iran. I'm good. I'm pretty sure I'm safe. My daughter's coming back to me. And we're going to unlock some of these fucking buildings. The building occupancy rate is significantly less than 50%. Significantly less than 50% of buildings are even occupied. That's because during the day you're at work and in the evening you're at home. And when it's switched, the doors are locked. So these buildings are all empty more than 50% of the time. And that's not even including the ones that are actually like for sale or for lease. And it doesn't include the ones that aren't even on the market. They're just empty and they got lights on, they got security guards, and they got people that are caretaking. And the whole thing. Homelessness isn't about individuals' poor decision making. It's policy. They're doing it on purpose. They keep people out on the street so that you go, you know, if I don't toe the line, if I don't suck the fucking boot hard enough, I'm going to be in that situation. And you know what's worse than homelessness? Becoming a dependent. Yeah, there's actually buildings full of, it's called a wet house or a wet site. They got drug dealers on every floor of these apartment buildings, and people never leave the apartment. They deliver, it's a Kool-Aid society. They make a bunch of food in the morning and they deliver it to all these houses. It's just dog shit, fucking disgusting slop. There's no nutritional value in it, whatever. Their rent check, their social security checks come in. The entire thing is stripped right out to pay for rent and services. And then there's a drug dealer on the site on every floor, just keeping people fucking hooked. That's a systemic issue. And then you go, hey, the city of Victoria is interested in alleviating some of this homelessness things. Let's talk to the incumbents. Let's talk to our place, Kool-Aid Society, Pacifica Housing. Let's talk to them about, you know, what they think we should do. And then Pacifica and Kool-Aid and our place were like, we've thought about it. And we thought, maybe if you pay us more money, we might be able to solve the problem. They are profiting off of our suffering and have been for generations. Fenner was stolen. I'm on full fucking tilt right now. My daughter was stolen, and I forgot to be so fucking pissed about that. I was like, no, it's gonna work out. Everything's okay. I got this. And I just been playing the slow game. And right now, I'm not playing the slow game. I'm playing the you're fucked up. I'm fucking done. That's it. Oh, buddy, you're fucking done. I'm done with it. You're fucking done. History will be written. What side are you going to be on? You can't go to work tomorrow. You can't. You can't go to work tomorrow knowing what you've read tonight and think that you're a good person. That's just how it is. Oh, I have to. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm living proof. I'm still here. Oh, but what if I, well, what? If you don't stand up for somebody else when their kids get stolen, who's going to be there when yours is? We're in this together. Here's my 25-minute rant. Go fuck yourselves. Grow a pair.